Hey now, you're a master, get your game on, go count. Hey now, you're a master, get your game on, go add. When all that counting is done, we'll be adding sums. How are you, masters? Today we are starting a new module, module 7, and we're in lesson 1. So if you need to pause this to go get your book and your pencil, you can do that. All right. So today we are learning about the numbers 6 and 7. Now, previously, we learned how to count and draw, represent, and write all the way from 1 to 5. So now we're on to numbers 6 and 7. Are you ready? All right. Here we go. I can draw pictures to show the numbers 6 and 7. Let's see. Here you go. You're on page 187. The way that we write 187 is 1, 8, 7. 187. All right. Now, here we go. Let's listen to the story. And how can you represent the number of apples? Say the numbers. Abby picks fruit with her family. Picking apples is a lot of fun, by the way. She picks 6 red apples and puts them in a basket. She picks 1 more green apple than red apple. She puts the green apples in a different basket. So let's go ahead. First of all, we said that Abby picked 6 red apples. So I'm going to do that. 1, count with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 red apples, right? Now, this is tricky. It says she picks 1 more green apple than red apple. So we're gonna have more green apples than red apples. Let's do 6 green apples to start with. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now she picks 1 more green apple than red apple. So how many green apples did she pick? How many do we have to add? 1 more. Good. 1 more. Do we have 1 more green apple than red apple? Let's count our green apples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 6 and 7. You can pause this video while you go and draw your apples. All right, question number 1. How can you use an object to represent each animal? Say the number and then trace the number. So represent this. John has 6 chickens. Okay, well, first I want to look at this box. Do you know what this box is called? What this is? It's called a 10 frame. Now, let's look at it. Why do you think it's called a 10 frame? Can you guess? Let's see. Let's count how many boxes there are. We're going to start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in a 10 frame, there's 10 boxes. Okay, so we need to represent how many chickens he has. 6 chickens. And I'm going to use yellow counters. Okay, you can draw circles in your book with that, or another shape if you want. But I would suggest not drawing chickens because that might take a long time. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to represent 6 chickens. Okay, there we go. Did I represent that John has 6 chickens? I didn't. Did I make a mistake? That's okay. Let's see. Let's count. What did I do wrong? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I need more? 1 more. 6. There we go. I did 6. Now, they want you to trace. Also, we need to trace the 6. Say 6 chickens. Bark, 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 bark. And then trace that 6. And if you want to get really fancy, you could do a whole row of 6s just to practice, because practice makes progress, my friends. So we can keep practicing. And then let's see here. Which one is my favorite? Which one do I think is the best 6? I like this one. You could decide which one you wanted, which one you thought was your best one. Okay. You can pause this while you do that. All right, now we have this number. What is that number? It's a 7. And we have another 10 frame. Okay, we're going to use an object to represent each animal. Say the number, trace the number. Amy has 7 horses. That's a lot of horses. She could ride a different one every day of the week. How are we going to represent those 7? I'm going to do circles again. Help me count. 1. Are you counting with me? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7 horses. Now we're going to trace that 7. And if you want, see, so we start at the top line, go straight across the top line and angle down to the baseline. You can do your own practice. How's that? What's wrong? It's backwards? Oh, I see. It's going the wrong way. That's why we practice, right? Okay, so go ahead and practice, my friends. You can pause this while you do that, okay? All right. Oh, look, here's a 6 and here's a 7. This looks like maybe it's in the barn. Maya finds 7 buckets in the barn. How can you use an object to represent each bucket? Circle the number that represents the group of buckets. So we're going to represent the buckets, and I'm going to do a rectangle. How can you use object? Okay, Maya finds 7 buckets in the barn. That's good since she has 7 horses, right? 1, 3, can you draw 7 rectangles? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 buckets. Now, which of these numbers is 7? You have to figure that out and circle which one is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can pause this while you draw those rectangles and circle which number represents that. There's one of her horses. Andrew puts away 6 brooms in the barn. How can you use an object to represent each broom? Circle the number that represents the group of brooms. Which one? Which number represents those? Let's go ahead and draw some brooms. All right, here we go. 1. I could spend a lot of time drawing a broom, right? Do you think that's a good idea, or would it be better to just do a shape? I think you're right. A shape's better. So he has 6 brooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I do the right number? All right, you can pause this while you do that. After you draw yours, draw your brooms, you have to circle which number represents the amount of brooms, okay? Okay, do you see this on your own? There are 3 on your own questions. So I want you to go find your homeschool teacher and ask them to read the directions to you, and then you can show them your answers. Remember, this is your time to show them how much you know. So you can do it without help, okay? Awesome. All right, have a great day, Masters. I'll see you tomorrow.